right. Who would like to give the recap of last session?
I remember hearing about a train, and
Oh,
I assume we named it
Hey.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Can't be soulless.
oh yeah, we were on a last-minute shopping spree. We're gonna sell off the scrap metal that Polly and Miwa have been collecting.
They did successfully
Appropriated.
sell that off.
And Sinal wanted a snowmobile.
We could not find any fucking snowmobiles. I was so disappointed.
Yes.
But they do exist.
Kind of.
We got something a little bit better than a snowmobile, which is kind of insane. Did not
Yeah.
think we would get this thing. So,
You rolled incredibly luckily.
Dad's guilt money bought this
Dad.
That's his bribe to attempt to get her to actually marry for once.
I don't know what's happening.
So now we have a train.
I have a collapsible.
She was also
train.
given a warning, a verbal warning.
Mom's mad. Oh my god, lady, you're so heavy.
My mom's-
Menetro's impatient.
My mom's
Where's all
impatient.
the weight coming from, dude? Jesus.
Freak, man.
Freak.
We're just gonna be in the middle of combat and a suitor's gonna like run up and try to talk to Falcar.
Yeah, that pretty much does sum up the entire session.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of stuff happening last session when I listened to it
No, just
I
a
meant to
lot
listen
of
to it.
talking.
earlier, but we were really busy, so I
Hi,
couldn't.
Arbor.
I stopped petting him, so he ran over to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of what we
it
did.
Is walking out of the train dealership, essentially. Where do y'all go next? You did kind of leave Solus behind back at the.
No,
That's fine.
you had said I was with them.
Did I say I was with them?
Yeah, because you not only rolled my credit, but you had my character like shake his head no when they were talking about having them the leader financing.
Right, because you were continuing to go over the papers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that
Y'all
much.
walk
I was
out.
like, I wanted to roll my credit.
Feel free to roll it now.
What was
I
the
don't
roll
think
we
it
did?
would have made much difference.
I believe we were rolling
5d100 plus
5d100?
300.
300 plus 5d100.
Yeah, 5d100 plus 300.
Nah,
Ooh,
it'd have
not
been
that
fine.
mattered.
Honestly, that is way better than what most of us got. Actually, that's about in line.
Do I happen to have a luck point I can spend on it? No, just kidding. Just reroll
Way
that
better than
10,
what
16
I
broken.
got.
Given your age, I would actually say you'd have pretty good credit. I'd say add an additional 200 to that, and that's where
Okay.
you're at.
All
I
right.
can vouch for the fact that just because you're older does not mean you have good credit.
Mm, that depends
That's how it's
on
supposed
how
to
smart
work,
that individual
but
is.
I can promise you that
Oh no,
not
I'm
always the
I
case.
agree with the fact
I have
that
reciprocal
age does
payments
not
on my credit
equal
cards while I was in the
good credit.
while I was in the Paladin order. So I just had that shit in the background building up.
Belgar has exactly one Taco Bell purchase on her credit statement.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Incredible start to a credit journey. Man, it's weird
We
without
simply
King
had
Kubot
to
here.
Sit in the
Transportation
drive-thru for
secure.
35 minutes.
I'm gonna control some ambience for myself. Hold on.
Yeah, I think we're just heading to the train station now. That was all we needed, really. We have supplies. We can just mosey on out.
We just take the ducks. They are free.
Although I think we have to specifically get to that the fuck I can't remember Kador
Yeah.
first, right? We have to get to Ski Roy to get to the tracks.
Yeah, I'm reading over the orders again real quick. Link up with Frostbite, sell it, dead drop coordinates. Wait, did I miss the dead drop coordinates, or is it just something you tell us, Barry?
I hadn't put those in yet, but I will tell them.
We also do have the sending stones, so they could just message them to us.
That was my contingency.
Ah, gotcha. Fair enough.
Random.
I mean, I guess we're
The
making
DM
our way
forgot to tell you
back.
something important. Suddenly, the spy phone rings.
Crazy. They suddenly just know the message cantrip, and it's unlimited
What I miss?
range. Not much. We are, I
Recap
believe,
and the gang walking out of the dealership.
heading towards Kador.
All right, cool.
We're now the proud
Recap.
owners of a train.
Oh, true.
So let's go ahead and what would the best thing be? No, actually, Thelgar. Roll me a land vehicles.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I hope I don't. Oh my god, I can.
The thing you're good at, you got this.
I'm pulling up my pulling up
The
a character
land
sheet.
vehicles proficiency.
She's pulling her clock out.
Going crazy.
Hold on. What happened?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's
You
not.
have a train, but you don't have fuel.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Fuel's a train. Did it
We're not
does-
typing me.
does
Is it a steam engine train? Is it a diesel engine train? What
Does-
kind of train are we talking about here?
does
Hold
the
on.
train come with a
What if-
tutorial?
What if we put our wallets together and get a nuclear reactor?
It runs on
of some
coal,
kind?
essentially. Like,
Ollie's like, wait, I have the perfect substitute.
it's a boiler engine.
Could we perhaps
Where's this hidden valley you speak of?
Polly into the fuel compartment? Polly, are you combustible?
No,
I-
but I am a good lubricant. I can get in them gears and grease them up.
Okay, well, we will. We'll put you in the engine compartment. and get spun around for a little bit.
Can I bond with this train? Her fingers
No.
start wiggling.
It does not have an arcanic core.
Unless she
Yes.
slowly turns to Miwa.
No, we're not taking it forward and putting it in there. I am not becoming a train.
That sounds pretty fucking sick, honestly.
Why not?
No,
You could be a
no.
sick ass train. You could be a sick ass train.
I like my body.
Holy shit!
You know
It's
what?
that.
This
it's
is,
I like
this
that
is like a
confidence.
big
Halloween
booty
special.
lift.
It's Rigby getting turned into a house, but instead it's Miwa getting turned into a train.
Hit my war machine.
Can we,
Total war machine makeover.
if we found a war machine or warjack, could we put it in the train and control the train that way?
Y'all can
gotta find Bunny.
experiment with the train.
We never found Bunny.
Dalgar's gonna go blow up this toilet.
Buddy's core would not have been
Oh,
big
God.
enough.
We would find a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And secondly,
Is-
no one has managed to do it, so you would be making the arcane mechanic rolls like as if you were an artificer to do so.
When you say no one's been able to do it, do you mean in like generally no one on the planet has been able to do this for a
Like
long
people
time?
have been trying to integrate a war machine's arcane core into other machinery. No one succeeded.
I see.
Today's
so we
the
simply need
day.
to make a groundbreaking discovery.
First, you'd have to
I-
rediscover how the arcane
Reshape
cores
the
are made,
future of the
which is
planet.
lost technology.
No. First off, Polly's like rubbing her temples. It's not about understanding how it works. It's about visualizing how it needs to work. And then we fake it till we make it with the power of magic.
So you're like a
Okay, but this hasn't been
orc
successfully
from
done, and
Warhammer.
it is my life, so I would prefer to not use my arcane core for this.
We will
Miwa brings up a good point.
run this train on hope.
It also, side note, doesn't fix the
Strong
problem
will.
where it doesn't have fuel.
Well,
You would just be making me the driver.
does Miwa not need fuel? What is
A
your
little
fuel
bit.
source?
As she gestures to the pipes behind her that are spewing smoke.
She does actually burn fuel.
You're like in diesel
Hence-
engine.
Hence
Whole
why
engine,
I said
technically.
you are not siphoning me.
Can I go back in the, what was it, like a dealership?
Yeah.
Can I go back in the dealership and sit across from the guy that I guess sold, quote unquote, us the vehicle? Is he busy? Is he?
He sees
Anything
you
like that?
walk back in, and he sets down like the paperwork that he was doing, and
Yeah.
he turns back. He's like, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna full sit down on the chair, like lean back and say, "The fuel situation. Does it come with fuel? Should you be giving us some fuel so we can actually use the thing you just sold us?"
Oh, it comes with one full coal box.
Okay. Where can we get that? Because I don't think we have it
Oh, it's inside the engine.
inside the engine already.
Yes, it is enough for 1 day's travel.
Perfect.
Damn, fucking Thalgar really messed up that roll, I guess.
What would you say is the best place to get more? Between
More
you and
coal.
me, don't gotta tell everybody else. The best highest quality stuff. Something worth the gold that we're gonna spend on it.
Best coal in town is going to be the coal works, right? Actually, just across the square. They've integrated themselves in between all the various manufacturers of trains.
Just
That's fair
check
enough.
your
It is in the
stocking
name.
at Christmas.
All right. Thank you. And I'm gonna turn and leave.
Now,
Of
hold
course.
on. Is there perhaps anyone in this town who could jury rig a much more efficient reactor top onto this train? That way we don't need as much fuel to carry.
Do you want a nuclear train or some shit?
He did say it earlier.
If that's on the table.
No, there's no alternate power source available
Fuck.
here. Most transportations you're gonna find are
Man.
coal powered.
Global warming here must be a bitch. We got no fucking anything other than coal and diesel. Those are your only options. But it is also the post-apocalypse, so I don't think that's at the top of their worry list.
Keep going, I'll be right back.
Wind-powered
We
train.
had one apocalypse. What about second apocalypse?
Now,
True.
what if
Afternoon
I like
apocalypse.
where Polly's taking this. What if we put 5 wind turbines on top of the train, and then we simply push it forward, and then the air coming through the turbines will spin them to make more energy? I don't know why no one's ever thought of this before.
Harnessing a renewable source?
I would.
Polly pokes you in the chest. Fuck you.
It's a
Liberal.
So, have you by chance heard of inertia?
why that was my
Wind
aunt's
resist-
name.
Oh, of course. Wind resistance.
We
Dear
love
cousin.
Aunt Nersha.
Inertia.
Aunt Nursha. Now, I don't see why the train would be incapable of producing its own energy once it got up to speed. Certainly, there's no resistant forces that would then make said energy gain negligible
we-
to non-existent.
What if we put a
Wait.
big magnet in front of it attached to a stick and string? Hmm?
I like where you have taken this conversation.
I've had this conversation with her multiple times. Just let her do it. Let's just.
Okay.
Well, if it hasn't worked in the past,
Sure,
how
Monty.
big was the magnet that you had? Maybe it simply wasn't strong enough.
Go find the magnet. Go have fun shopping.
I feel like having a comically large magnet as one of the items we carry around would be nothing but a net negative. Because if we ever walked too close
would
to Mira
find-
with it, you are
Yeah.
just stuck to it.
We would also find every single weapon that was left over from like battlefields.
Also,
Just
please
fucking
don't wipe my
flying
drawers.
ass.
Yeah, no, I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah.
Brain wiped immediately.
You have a hard drive instead of a solid state, you monkey.
I think that's fucking funny. The idea that there's this extremely complex robotic machine, humanoid, that's still running on 1990 fucking hard drives.
Yeah.
Whenever you wake
She
up,
got to insert a floppy
you
disk to
hear them
update.
start spinning up. No, we can only read write at 10 megabytes a second. I don't know what to tell you. Take it or leave it.
The good old days when 200 megabytes was a fucking godsend. Put so many
I remember
documents in
trying
there.
to load up fucking Black Ops 6 on my hard drive.
Oh
And
god.
it simply was my gun and my hands and nothing else for the first 15 minutes of playing.
Oh no.
It was really cool. No other textures or anything loaded. I was still in game. I could still move around. I just couldn't see
You
anyone.
just couldn't
I
do
couldn't see
anything.
anything. Every once in a while, a new texture would pop in.
No, it's bad when you have to upgrade your hard drive for Roller Coaster Tycoon too. I did have to do that as a kid. It was a rough computer.
So what did the
So we
group
gotta
decide to do?
They talked about putting a magnet, a
Get-
big
get
magnet
more
on the end
coal,
of
I
it,
thought.
attached to a stick. But I think we're gonna go get coal. I think that's the plan. It's
I
either
think
that or I
is
try to
also the
like
best option.
talk the guy into giving us more fuel.
Paulie's been drawing the diagram of the magnet attached to the stick in front of the train. Listen, fellas, I'm gonna go find out how much a big magnet like this would cost.
Perfect. And even if we can't use it for this, we might be able to find something else for it. I like the way you think. You never know what we can make out of a toothpick, one rubber band, and a giant magnet.
I don't think the toothpick or rubber band will be enough to hold the magnet, but you know what? Let's get creative with it. If we can find the magnet, fuck it.
Exactly. See? Positive mental attitude. Anyway, and he's going to point across the street to what would you say it was called, Viri?
I think it was just the coal works.
It's just
I think it's Coalworks, right?
it's just a building called the Coal Works.
My notes have not. There they go. I've been waiting for my notes to load this whole time.
You walk
Where
in,
would the
and it
magnet
is just a
11.
giant warehouse with what you
Okay.
believe to be just coal all over the fucking place. But there are several different piles. And no better way to describe it than a gnome who looks like Pegpen from fucking Charlie Brown. I'm strutting on up to you guys. How can I help everybody here? You need some coal?
Hey, how'd you know?
You don't come in here for perfume.
What if we like the
Recently,
smell of
so
coal?
you suckers recently bought a train from across the street, I'm assuming?
I'd say so, yeah. I don't know about the first part. Why would you What do you mean by that?
Anybody that builds that buys their own things and doesn't build them is a sucker.
You know what? Fair enough. You've got an attitude for self-creation. But yes, we do need coal.
Fantastic. What
at as
kind are
far
you looking
as-
for? Charcoal, high grade coal, war machine coal. He kind of like raises his eyebrows at and looks at me and looks sideways at Miwa.
Souls will also
I
look
use
over and
coal?
says,
Do-
"Do
do
you
I
need
use
more
coal?
coal?"
I thought I used like diesel or something.
You do.
Okay. I don't run on coal.
He doesn't know that.
Okay.
I don't
so
either.
just I don't run on coal. Got any diesel back there?
Well, I got some for my own machines. Don't really sell that, but I'd be happy
I
to.
should be good on what I should be good on what I have.
Also, do we know how much we need for the journey?
Very, should I be keeping track of my diesel fuel?
Oh God.
Yeah, probably.
You
Okay.
haven't
How
been?
much would you say I have then?
How many weeks rations do you have written down?
Okay, so I'm just I haven't been tracking rations.
Okay.
That was
So give
Dalgar.
give yourself 2 weeks, quote unquote, of rations, and consume them as if you're eating them normally.
Got it.
That's your fuel gauge.
Mm,
Also, I need to make sure.
do you have like another gallon back there that you could spare? I'll pay.
3.8 liters.
Oh yeah, I can spare a gallon.
Perfect. How much?
Turbo for me. He kind of waves and he yells a couple things in Dwarvish. And a dwarf runs over carrying a jerry can of diesel fuel.
Thank you.
It'd be 5 gold.
Oh, easy. Hand that over. Would you say a gallon is a week's worth?
I would say a gallon is a week.
Perfect. I have great fuel efficiency.
Yeah, I'd
You're not
say
burning
Jesus.
a lot because you still do have like an arcane core in there that's supplementing.
It mostly just I'm assuming it mostly just runs the arcane core and then everything else is just off of like whatever magic is in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You need
That's
that
exactly it. You are an amalgamation. If anybody tried to figure out how you worked, they wouldn't be able to.
I take a little
As
sip from the
far
jerry
as-
can, and by sip I mean I just put it in like a little.
Just have it
It's
altered
just-
to where your fuel port is like a little slot in your mouth, like where your mouth would be. Just
No,
like,
it's not. She just like puts it in like her hip or something, and then but she does vocalize like, after being done.
ah.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that before.
Not one do it
Something
by
every day.
itself, definitely.
Yeah, something new every day. As far as coal, we just, of course, bought a train from across the way. And again, do we know how much we need for the journey to at least make it to the coordinates or close by? Or because I'm not sure exactly how the railway system works, so I'm not sure what path we take or
So-
how long it's going to be. So can I work that out?
Currently, with established roadways, it is a day per square on the map. When you get off the established roadways, it'll be 2 days per square. Once you are on the
So-
train, it'll be 2 squares per day.
Okay, so double speed on the train, basically.
Yes.
So where did we say we were going, Skirov?
So you need to get to Skirov in order to get to the train tracks. You are heading to an area north of New Rogan.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so north of down here. We take this way. That is a bigger thing than I thought it would be. I'm gonna make that small and rewrite that. So we go in. Also, we're gonna change the color. That was awful to look at. Theta, what are you doing, dude? Chill. We're going here-ish. Why is it? Whatever. Okay, so is
I
5
got
days
you.
travel.
Delete that shit. I got you.
you got me. There you go.
Yeah, it's about 3 days to the mountains to Hell's
Oh,
Pass.
look at that. Okay.
I do
Or
that
about
a
2
lot.
days, really.
And it'd be basically another like looks like 2.5 days, kind of because of how this is set up.
Yep.
So 2.5 days there, and then 1, 2, yeah. So 3 days of travel here. Assuming we want to use this to travel the way back, that's 6 total days. We have one, so we need 5 boxes essentially. Probably one extra just to be safe.
Yeah, so I think like you would burn like 1 cubic yard a day.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I'd say we need about probably 6 days worth to travel with.
Mm.
That's something you can provide.
And I don't suppose it's well, let me preface that. Did you get one of the fancy folding types or one of the normal types?
That would be actually I don't remember. Is it? It's one that like shrinks down, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
What she said.
It's the fold. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we got one of the fancy folding types. I figure if we're gonna use Daddy's money, we're gonna use it well.
Can't argue with that logic. Don't know who the daddy is, but hey,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I don't either.
It's
But
okay.
heck,
Well,
I was
those
there. So.
particular models they burn at a little bit more efficient rate than most.
Okay.
I could probably fashion it, but I don't suspect you have any way of carrying it with you because I don't think you were going on a track right away.
No, we have a couple days of travel to where we need to be first before we can hop on a track. Do you like have
Alright,
branches in other places we could like pay here and reserve there?
Well, that depends on where you're going. I do here in the rule, I've got a few scattered around Signar. Kador, all of my facilities have gone dark.
Ah, great. Well, that's unfortunate. That is where we're heading to.
Hmm.
Do you know the town of
Yeah.
Skirov? Any places there you could recommend to pick up fuel when we get there?
Well, I actually have a facility in Skirov
But it's gone dark.
that I was needing to get in contact with as it did recently go dark.
Do you
They
have
all
a,
did.
Do you know why it went dark by chance? Get any sort of communication from them at all?
We know that there's been some sort of what's the reconstitution of some form of government there in Kador after the claiming. They were hit hard, is what I have also heard. But I guess some sort of faction is trying to reestablish control within their borders. And last I heard that they were pushing on that town of Skirov. But normally they leave, infrastructure folks like us alone.
Yeah, I generally, and I'm not going to say I'm a general or anything, but if I were to go to war, I don't think I'd want to piss off the populace, especially wouldn't want to cut down lines of travel for both the populace that want to see their family and could possibly rise up against me, and also just general infrastructure. Do
Hey,
you
us just had profits. Oh, just had business.
also true? Nobody really wants to work with somebody who destroys everything under their feet. Go figure. If you would like, since we're heading that way, we could check out your little facility or big facility. I don't actually, I've never been there. We could check out that facility and see what it looks like in there. Maybe find some information for you, something of value.
And that, I'd be willing to cut you a deal for it.
I like the way you think. I was just about to, I wasn't going to offer it pro bono, but I was about to start talking shop there. What would you give us for that?
I tell you what. I'll give you the coal you need plus a couple days extra. and a way to carry it for 800 gold. But you have to check on that facility for me. And ideally, another one that I have in Porsk.
In Kursk?
Porsk.
Oh, Porsk.
Right next
Sorry,
to
that said
Kirov.
Kursk. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Porsk.
That's just one letter apart.
Well,
Okay, in Kursk.
not easy, not hard to mess up.
Yeah,
Not hard
yeah.
to mess up.
In character. It's like, okay, Porsk.
The,
then.
all in character. That whole.
Yeah, oh, fair enough. I think we can do that, and then I'm going to turn to the rest of the groups. Do we have the 800 gold between us for that, or should I try
Yeah,
to haggle that down?
we do have enough, but
Haggle down, haggle down.
So I'm going to look back and say, I'm going to try to haggle this down. I hope you know that's. We are doing you
He
a
Kind of
service after all.
snaps his suspenders, and a bunch of coal dust just flies off of him. Have at thee.
Damn.
by the way,
little too
as
close
the
to that
party
part,
inventory, we
that's
have 3,500 gold.
Damn, I didn't know that much. I had one on my person.
I have 0 on my person, but I took my
Nice.
percentage.
Polly has a lot, but she's getting a magnet right now.
True. We're gonna go for the party gold, and it's all gonna be spent on a magnet.
No, Polly has her own money. She'll keep it separate
Ah.
from magnets.
Gotcha. All right. Say 6 days of coal plus some extra for 800 gold, and we check out that facility. What's the normal going rate for the coal in the first place? Start there.
No one going right for the coal currently. He kind of rubs his chin. If you weren't to do me the favor, it'd cost you around 12.
Okay. Coal crate's 1,200.
And that's without
Yeah.
me adding the extra.
Understood. And between or above board, when we say like the coal crate stuff, he is talking 1 day of travel.
1 full day of travel.
1 full day of travel.
Like
Look at my
24
notes.
hours.
So crate, 4 hours of travel. This is 1,200, 800, and we check that place out. Is there anything in particular you're looking for when we go to these places?
I'd like the buildings to still be standing. I'd like the staff to still be alive. Mostly the buildings still be standing. And the coal there, ideally, obviously.
Let's say. Fair enough. I'd say buildings can be replaced, the staff can't. So I'm going to like to say we're probably going to put more towards finding the staff. Hopefully the buildings will still be up. We'll also do you the favor of making sure all your books, we can find your books and bring them back to you. And we'll send the staff somewhere safe, should they still be alive. And do our best to, I won't say fortify, but make sure the buildings are empty so that they can be reutilized for your business. If we drop the price down to 600 gold on there for the same deal.
Roll persuasion. Because he does not care about his employees.
I can tell.
Need a little bit of workers' rights here in Gord for fucking hell.
Well, workers' rights here in Rule are quite outrageous. Workers' rights in Kador, well. Alright, I can. Alright. He sticks out his hand to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
He kind of turns away. He's like, give me 1 moment. And he walks away. He's talking to an. He kind of yells over to another dwarf. He runs over, talks to him. Dwarf runs off. He attends to business for a couple minutes, and the dwarf comes back holding a coal black bag, and he hands it to the gnome, and gnome walks back up and hands it over to you, Solus. You now
Perfect.
have a bag of holding with
Nice.
9 days worth of coal in it. And that is the
Bag of
only thing in that
holding.
bag.
Yeah, the only thing that fits. We have 9 days worth of coal, you said. 9 crates of coal. Which I will note for myself is 1 day of travel. 24 hours of travel, if you will.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, one square, 2 squares isn't actually once you're on the tracks.
Gotcha. Cool. Good deal. He'll incline his senses, pleasure doing business, and then turn to leave with his group. The moment he's outside, he's gonna sigh and shake his head and say, "Yeah, I'm not sending those people back to him. That dude's an asshole." And just start walking down the road.
All right. The group exits the coal works and you make your way through town. Is there anything else you would all like to do before you get underway? It is about
I'm out.
midday.
Purchasing a magnet.
Yeah.
I
Also,
was
I had
not
one more thing I
there.
wanted to ask
I'm
the group.
searching for said magnet and a turbocharger.
Did you sneak away or did you announce that you were
Oh.
going?
I announced before y'all walked into the coal thing, I'm finding a magnet. I was not there for the rest of it.
Ah, fuck! I already got my shield in there.
All
Okay,
right.
fine.
Also, I do have a
Roll
question.
me an investigation, please, Polly.
What am I looking for?
You're looking for someone who's selling magnets.
Magnets.
Yeah, bitch. Magnets.
Magnets! I'm going to high performance Warjack stores and Mitsubishi Motors, like magnet, cold air intake, turbocharger, possible dually.
You were able to find
Awesome.
everything you're looking for except for the gigantic magnet. The
Damn.
only
Catalytic
gigantic
converter.
magnet that
Fucking
you're able
damn
to
it.
find is in the
The only thing she cares
scrapyard,
about.
and it is currently attached to one of their tools.
On her knees in the street, hitting the rock. Damn it!
The one thing she cared about.
I ask if they will be
Well,
willing to
we-
part with the magnet.
We could always steal the magnet if we
No.
really deem it
real quick.
necessary.
How much is a cold air intake, a turbocharger, and a performative exhaust tuning? And then how much is the magnet?
Oh, very specific.
You said a turbo. What else?
Turbocharger. Cold air
Cold
intake.
air intake,
Okay.
turbocharger, diesel.
Turbocharger.
Uh-huh. You fucking are.
This is just
An
this is just
exhaust
no
kit?
or not no sorry. Goblin engineering at its finest.
And performance
exhaust
exhaust
kit,
tuning.
Kevin.
These are aftermarket parts. This
exhaust
isn't
tuning
Goblin
kit.
Engineering anymore.
Oh, they're aftermarket parts, all right. They're just not stable aftermarket parts. There's no regulation with the goblins. It just works.
All right, so
or
I
you
go to the
blow up.
scrap
Here's what-
yard.
I'm already Goblin Engineering.
How
Very
much for the magnet?
You are able to price out everything. So the cold air intake, turbocharger, and performance exhaust tuning kit, those are going to run you about 6,000 gold. The large magnet, the proprietor of the scrapyard just kind of looks at you and goes, "You want our magnet?"
It's from a train.
Want a magnet for a train? Are you
She-
some sort of scrapping outfit?
She has she's holding in her mouth like a straw that someone had that she's kind of picked out of the trash and is holding it like you would a hillbilly to a piece of hay. She doesn't take her eyes off the magnet. She's like, Nah, I ain't no competition. How much for that magnet?
Uh, well, we can't really sell it. Our whole operation kind of depends on it.
You can buy another magnet or build another one. Listen here. And she kind of chuffs up to him. Is this person taller or shorter than her?
Short. He's shorter than you.
She looks like almost gets over him, looks down. She's like, I got a fat sack of gold and a fat ass. One of these two is gonna give me that magnet.
He kind of like makes that considering like face. Like, Goldie talking.
Kind of jiggles the pouch. 400.
That won't even cover half the cost of a new one.
She
What about the axe?
hold on. With one smooth swipe of her hand, she sets in motion the jiggle. 450. That's all I got. You can find another Earth magnet. You're nice and smart and you're creative. I'm sure you can find another magnet.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
No fucking
damn.
way!
No
Fuck
fucking
off.
way. No fucking shot.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Hidden Valley
The worst time to take a drink. Oh.
What has this devolved into?
I think she's whoring herself out for a magnet.
Sort of something.
It really fucking feels
No,
like it.
she's using persuasion to prey on the supple mind of this here scrapper for 450 gold.
And it worked. He takes the gold and
She drops a small sack of gold in his hand. Magnet. Cut it loose.
he kind of dazed in a stupor, like constantly looking back at the jiggle as it continues to go. Sets his crew to taking part at the magnet.
She allows the jiggle to happen until the magnet hits the ground. She's like, all right.
How are you moving it?
It's part of her body. It's just left and right, like a Newton's cradle.
How are you moving the magnet?
Oh. I'm just gonna throw some rope on it and slowly drag it.
What's your strength?
Me and the bonded sentinel. Bonded sentinel got a 14.
Together? Or you both each have a 14?
Oh no. Together, we're an 8 and a 14.
14. Okay.
Oh, no. Let's use that. Assistance. We levitating. Let's go.
Things I never thought I'd Google.
How heavy a junkyard magnet
How
is?
much a magnet weighs?
Yeah, pretty much. Um, roll
What are
me
they
a-
scrapping? Actually, what are they scrapping in here?
They are scrapping trains in here.
I'm a. Before I move this, be like, hey, can you help a girl put this on the cart? Also, do you have a turbocharger, an old performance tuned exhaust, or cold air intake amongst that scrap? I'll sweeten the deal with more gold that I found on my bonded sentinel.
We got some all the usable parts we sell over in the chop shop over there. You're welcome to go, but I thought I saw you walking out of there earlier.
Could you give a girl a discount if it's like some old cold air intake? She kind of does the one leg up, lean over her shoulder.
The folks that run the chop shop set the prices, but I could probably go talk to them.
I mean, you could have said one of them was like defective and you got to take them back for the scrap or something. I mean, you're super smart. You have your ways. I'm sure of it. Someone as savvy as you. Hmm.
I don't know. That shop is
I
run by
mean,
their wife.
first off, what's your name?
My name is Mont.
That's a powerful name. Only belonging to some of the smartest people I know. I'm sure, Mr. Mont, you can find a way.
Still riding that strange euphoric high from your flirting earlier, he does agree and end up like happily trotting over to that shop that he had indicated earlier that you did in fact go and talk to and price out the 6,000 gold previously.
We're asking for the bottom of the barrel stuff. Me was fine. She can make do with used parts for now.
He comes back and he kind of was like rubbing his neck, like, I able to talk them down to 3,000.
Can I get it on a loan?
We don't do loan. Like and like his entire attitude shifts when he says that.
What about partial payments? Y'all take Klarna?
No.
Mm.
You know, you I've already sold your very nice jiggly ass my magnet. I really can't do much more for you.
I'll leave with the magnet then. We're pulling it on a pallet and you can just hear the grinding.
You are not able to move it.
They didn't put it on a cart for me? And or a pallet?
It's on a pallet, but they don't have a cart to give you.
Does the levitate work?
Can you read? Can you click this? Never mind. Let me read this.
500 pounds.
When you levitate it, it doesn't work. You go to levitate it, and you expect it to start slowly lifting off the ground, but doesn't feel like there was enough oomph in it to lift it.
Mm. But did it make
Can
it
I
lighter?
enlarge, reduce it?
You can reduce it.
A
Well, hold on, hold on.
reduce, reuse.
What if you enlarged the bag that makes things weightless? Is the inverse of this?
I have
'Cause
a
with
bag that
reduce-
makes things weightless?
I think
Miwa has a
does
bag
it
that reduces the
halves
weight of
the
things.
weight.
It
I
halves
don't
the
think
weight
that
of things that you can fit inside it.
I don't
I'll
think we can
just
fit that
reduce
magnet
it
inside
for
of it.
now.
Yeah, so
Reduce.
you reduce it. Let me see.
What? Junkyard magnets are 2,200 pounds. Damn, that can get big. Holy shit.
Yeah, they can get fucking huge.
Was this the
An eighth-
biggest magnet? Is this the biggest size of magnet?
The 30.
This was the biggest magnet they had in that scrapyard. And this is not the biggest magnet you can find in the world,
Let's say.
but at full weight, it is 2,500 pounds.
Oh, so an eighth of that.
So 1/8 of 2,500.
300 pounds.
About 240.
Easy.
I-
We moving it.
I'm really glad that we're carrying around a weapon that will just insta kill our robot friend.
It will also
All
install.
right,
the
I
game
reduce
chat.
it.
Hard disk drives.
I reduce it and move it on over to y'all with the train.
It
Do you
will,
think if we
however,
put it
totally
on the
immobilize
train,
me.
it will get wrapped up when the train shrinks? How does that work?
Depends on
It's
how
part of
strong
the
magnet is, I
train.
guess.
Because the
Sounds like some experimentation is to follow.
Magnets.
coal
How do they
the
work?
coal did get shrunk with the train, and that's not a permanent part of the train. So presumably, objects on the train, at the very least in the coal car, also get shrunk down with no issue.
Coal pop.
Huh?
Coal pop.
Uh-huh. And
You know what?
so
Have you been on a steam train? Like in the engine of a steam train?
I think so, but not since I was like 5.
So the coal box is like what is actually where they throw and light the lit fuel that fuels the boiler,
Mm.
and the
We're at the
then there
stage where the
is
coal has
the
been taken off the coal car and is already in the engine car, ready to be put into the
correct.
falling
There
fire.
is like a small, like 1 cubic yard crate that is situated at the back of like the cab for the driver.
Wait.
That is full of coal, and that has like a lid that goes up and down so shit doesn't catch
This-
fire while it's
Yeah, so
not.
so a
wanting
box
to.
full of non-permanent material was able to shrink down with the train. So who knows? Maybe we can use this to sneak people around. Maybe we can all fit in the train when it gets shrunk
Let's
down.
worry about the
with
magnet.
This
Bringing the magnet to the train.
This
I'm
magnet
now
was in a
realizing-
scrapyard.
Yeah,
Is it?
Holly
is
is the
it-
perfect test subject for that too.
Does it require electricity to actually have its magnetic field?
Are you asking Polly this?
Is it an electromagnet or is it a rare earth?
Yeah,
magnet?
I'm asking because if it's in a scrapyard, it's probably not magnetized till a current's pushed through it.
Does
This is above board.
this place have electricity? No.
Electricity-
Like
that's what I'm
everything,
wondering.
It
if
runs
this place
on
has electricity.
coal.
There is electricity in this world.
I say
It's just all coal and diesel generators.
Well,
Guess where we
Miwa
can get that from?
probably
The
power
train.
it up. Miwa can
Let's see.
power up the device of her imminent doom.
Polly, as you exit, Polly's just walking down the road with this, like, hey, found a
Oh
magnet.
no, she actually found it. Well, we can put this to bed at least.
Well, wouldn't you have to be like rolling it down the street on its fucking side?
Nah, we're pulling it.
It's-
We're
it's-
pulling it on the pallet. It
Like,
weighs as
half
much as
the
a
pallet
person.
has slowly ground away from the friction that has been done. You just see this definitive trail of wood chips and like scrapes from where the nails have dug into the various stonework of the pathway,
It weighs
leading
as much
all
as
the
a
way down
person.
from the
It's not that
scrapyard at the end
heavy.
of the court, or at the end of the courtyard.
You know, I knew she said she was going to get a magnet. I didn't think she'd find one, but I'm impressed.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
get
not
this
resourceful.
attached to the train. We're about to have infinite energy.
I forgot that's what this was for.
So,
She's gonna be so disappointed.
are you guys
Hmm.
just going to some vacant tracks and throwing your train out?
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to see how this goes.
We can also test if Polly.
Question: do we have anything to affix the magnet in front of it?
Okay. We can either use some steel or the other way. We put the magnet in the front and it pulls the train towards other metal objects.
Like the tracks?
Exactly. You put it at an angle, pulls it forward constantly.
Okay, but couldn't
Funny-
it also tilt the train on the fulcrum of the front wheels and just pull it to the tracks?
It could do that. I have a question. I have a question.
No,
and
because the
this is
center
gonna
of gravity of the train is further back. She hits you with like a duh kind of face, like fool.
This. Oh God. What constitutes an object that needs to be repaired? Because with the mending cantrip, realistically, if you have a like metal box, right, a simple metal box that has been broken,
You cannot
into
use
two
the mending spell as a makeshift weld.
on a metaphysical level.
We can use heat
What is
metal
the
though.
difference
We can use heat
between-
metal.
What is the difference between a broken box and this magnet that was destined to be on the front of this train? Does that
Because
mean that
welding
some
is
mystical
technically
force-
not it's adding something new, while whereas mending undoes something that has already happened. Mending just reverses time.
Okay,
Essentially,
so
localized.
Okay, that's crazy.
That is like the most meta way to describing
All right,
mending. 'Cause
fellas,
it doesn't
here's
add
how we're
mass, doesn't
doing it.
subtract mass. It just makes
Welding,
things the way they work.
right?
Mhm.
Welding, powering the magnet. Let's go.
How I would then
Oh, God.
counterpoint that with the wineskin example in the mending's description. You stop the leak of the wineskin, but you do not replace the wine in the wineskin.
Okay, yes. So the wine that
Yeah.
is spilled from the wineskin is not replaced. Yes. It is only to the object that the spell is being casting on. Like you cannot mend a amount of liquid. You can mend a hole in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is getting at.
I like to think that there's some mystical force that keeps track of every single item ever made, and they're the one who lends out the mending spell. And so whenever you go to try and do something fucking stupid with it, they're like,
No.
that's not fixing an item that I categorized. That is trying to do something else.
There's a god dedicated to just watching people
All
put
right.
mending on stuff.
Don't tempt me.
Thalgar, we're gonna need your strength to lift up the magnet so we can bolt it to the train.
Very cool.
First off, where are we finding the steel beam? Or are we just going with
There's
the
fucking
mounted
steel
to the
everywhere.
front?
There's
And
Mount
pull-
it to the front at a slight angle so that it pulls us forward.
Okay.
Or we can reverse the polarity and have it push us away and hit reverse. Oh, brilliance! Brilliance. Polly out here, highest intelligence, lowest wisdom.
What's happening?
As as you hold it up, Polly's gonna come up and start heating metal and trying to weld it to the front, if possible. Cha 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 cha.
By the time we do anything, Polly's gonna be all out of fucking spell slots.
Nah.
Did we establish where Guy is? I think he might have wisdom.
Mm.
for this.
Guy's sleeping over there. He's running errands. As she puts down her face that is now shaped into a welder's mask.
Nice.
No one's
All
going
right.
to stop Polly from possibly ruining your
Well,
brand new several.
I see a myriad of complications that could arise from this jury rigging of a magnet, a junkyard magnet to the front of our train. However, I feel more issues would arise if we simply told Polly no.
Really a rock and a hard
Especially
place.
after we have apparently spent a sizable amount of money on this magnet, which, by the way, Polly, have you checked if this thing even has charge? Is it even magnetic anymore?
It's not a strong earth magnet. It's a conductive current. You have to put a current through it to pull it forward. Based on the size of the original magnet, this has at least
What do you wait,
8.6 thousand pounds of force.
Okay.
And
First and foremost, I wear full plate. I'd like to not get pulled to the magnet whenever we apply a current. Second,
What's
what do
your
you
plate
mean
made of?
it's steel? What do you mean full size?
Go
That's not the full
anodize
size
in
of the
some
magnet?
acid, then come back.
I don't
I'll
know
get
She
right
turned
on
enough
that.
Keep
about
welding.
this to really give an opinion.
I don't think anodizing is going to prevent the possibility of magnetization with the fucking ferrous metals inside the steel.
My arms hurt,
no,
and I think this is getting really hot.
no,
Wally, how
I
about
think
you
I've
don't
noticed,
attempt to jerry wig fucking weld that to the front of the expensive ass train that she just got?
Now, I would like to petition to God here for a moment. What kind of train is this? Because if I had to guess, just off the top of my head, a modern train engine weighs like 400,000 pounds. I don't know if that magnet's strong enough.
Or fuel efficient.
To be fair, the weight of the train does not necessarily matter, saying it's on rollers, but whatever. Anyway, we should definitely not be welding a magnet to the front of a very expensive train. You know, potential for returning.
350,000 pounds.
Polly turns.
Ish.
It's to aid in its hybrid function. You start a little bit
What
on the
hybrid
engine.
function?
I'm glad you asked, unintelligent member of society. Once we get the
I
engine
would
running,
bet I'm the.
we can close it down and let the magnet glide. It's about
That's what I'm
getting
gonna
it
tell you right
going
now.
and started.
At best, you're going to get maybe, and I mean maybe, 0.001% extra efficiency. Do not ruin the train.
Now, what if perhaps instead of consistently having this magnet emitting its magnetic field and gaining a ever so slight increase to our efficiency. We instead kept it at the ready in case we came across any more warjacks, and we used it to simply wipe them and their circuitry off the face of the earth.
That would be a better
I
idea.
don't know, Sanal. Because once I let go of this enlarge reduce, it's really heavy.
Well,
Hence
I
the
what happens-
train.
that it's.
What
I
happens to the
understand that it's-
welds when you let go of that enlarge reduce?
Wait, that's so true. It's just gonna.
I'm
increase
putting
in
this on a
size.
ball and socket joint.
And how do you plan to control that on a ball and socket joint if it was too heavy for you to pull?
I just need it angled downwards, which it will be. We're welding for the factor of growth. But I'm hearing a lot of naysayers out here that don't want this
No,
cool
no.
magnet.
Do
to be
not
put on
weld
here.
a random ass magnet to the front of the very expensive train.
No, I'm simply saying that instead of trying to squeeze out a little bit of extra efficiency on the rails, perhaps we just use it as a means of attack if we were to be confronted by a opponent of the mechanical persuasion.
And how do you plan to attack when we have
What
someone
if-
in the party of the mechanical persuasion?
Well, me
He got
will simply
ranged.
have to avoid the magnet at all times whenever it is powered. But
What if we use the magnet underneath to gently lift the train so that it moves and weighs less and moves a little easier, a little gliding?
You would be assuming that there are opposing polarities of the metals. No.
well,
I'm not assuming anything. I know.
I think even less of a chance of that happening, considering that there's a differential of 342,000 pounds between the force of the magnet and the weight of the train.
That is also fair.
But it's a little
What
bit lighter
if-
now.
What if instead we attached it to some sort of
You've had to recast
swiveling
enlarge
mechanism?
reduce a couple times by now, by the way.
Couple of swiveling mechanisms, or a swiveling mechanism to the top of the train. So that way, if we are confronted by a mechanical opponent, we can simply swivel it to their direction and then engage it. Which I still am unclear on the details of how we plan to turn this on.
There's also another very fair point. How do you plan to
Let's-
power the blooming thing?
Let's see if it can turn on.
With what?
All right, Miwa, get over here. Turn
Miwa,
it on.
I'm
I
gonna cast
think she should probably
shocking
back
grasp
away.
with me and the sentinel, and we're like, "Come on, Mia, give it some juice."
Okay, me will also
This is like
cast
trying
shock
to
and grasp.
figure out if your gun works by shooting your friend.
Yeah.
No, we're just pointing at the tracks and some
Wait, are
ferrous
you
items.
shock and grasping me, or are we?
No,
all
we're
shock
not shocking grasping you. We're shocking grasping the magnet.
The magnet. Yeah.
Okay, yep, I
Yeah.
got it.
No. That's
mean, you might actually
that's
wanna
the
back
negative
away.
polarity. Put one left hand on positive. Uh-huh.
All right.
Yup. All right.
Little tasers come out of her wrists.
We all give it a little zip zap.
Is that?
Roll me, each of you, roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Oh.
But wait, we got
Yay!
we have
The
we have
duality.
we have the dichotomy.
Dichotomy over dice.
You're so lucky
polarities
she
are right.
rolled a 99.
The dichotomy of dice. Let's go.
The
Goblin efficiency.
magnet does power for just a moment. And remind me where it's at right now.
We're just pointing at some metal objects on the ground.
Weren't you pointing it at the fucking tracks?
No, we were pointing at metal, as I clearly stated beforehand, metal objects on the ground with various qualities.
Uh-huh.
The shocking graphs go out, and for 1 second, the magnet turns on. Just long enough to pull a few random pieces of scrap metal out of the ground and zip them over to the magnet.
Oh,
Was anybody standing in front of the magnet?
No.
oh,
not-
why
not
would
in my
anyone
full
be
plate
standing in
mail
front of this
armor.
magnet?
Am
Yeah.
You never know.
am I holding it still? I don't know what's happening.
Nah, we
Oh.
propped it
Uh-oh.
up. We kind of
Okay.
dug it into the ground.
Okay.
It is on for exactly 1 second, and as soon as you hear everything kind of click to the magnet, you hear it falling to the ground as it loses power.
Oh,
Interesting.
so don't need a lot of juice. We could power it with the train. Polly
I swear to
slowly
God,
scheming
this-
fingers and nodding. All right,
Just
now
gonna
we
rig
need
an
to
electric
see.
generator to to the steam system.
I
Yeah,
sure
we
hope
could
that,
generate it off of the centrifugal force of the wheels.
that this is not yet another
I think that would reduce our
electrical
efficiency.
producing method that utilizes steam in a turbine of some kind.
I mean, we're already spinning something. We don't need the steam to turn a turbine. There's already a
All right,
shipment of
now
stuff
we
in
need
here.
to see if it will fold up
Yeah, but
with the
technically
train. And then
steam
we're
is
good.
powering that when you think about it.
Let's attach something to the train and see if it gets folded up with the train.
Steam is powering everything. It's all steam power.
No, not in
Everything's
this instance.
steam
We're
powered.
burning coal to turn things this time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the coal is heating up that powers the train?
Where's all our water then?
It's in the train.
There's a reason it's called a steam engine.
They're
I don't
fairly
know.
efficient. I don't think there's a lot of.
What's this called? It was just called a train.
Yeah, I
No
think
one
it's a
said
steam
steam train engine.
Well, I bet if we
This
I mean, it's-
particular
hold
model is a
on.
steam train engine.
Paul's
a
gonna
steam
run
train.
over and look to see if there's like a little like mouth on the train and it's just chewing up coal and the train's alive.
No, there's no.
Well, then turns back around. It looks like this is a steam engine.
I am
What should
correct.
we attach to the train to see if it'll fold up with it? It should be something small.
I
by
think we should also
attach-
get inside of it.
I'm not getting inside the train until I can figure out if other things fold up with the train. What if it crushes and kills me?
That would be.
How about you
unfortunate.
get your ass in the train?
Could you be crushed? Is
Here,
that a
I've
fate
got-
you could suffer?
She kind of looks down and kicks
Is
at the
there-
ground. Probably not.
Is there a? I assume there's like place where you can sit in there. So is there like a place I could like hang? I have like 2 map cases or scroll cases. Is there a place I can hang one of those?
Yeah, there's like a little small
Polly
panel
holds her
chair
hand
with
out.
some storage.
Boss it to me, big dog.
I'll toss that. I'll also toss a empty vial, and so you could just set that
Smart.
inside, and we can see if it just shatters when it closes
I'll
up.
put
or
it
if
in the
it's there
cup
when we pop
holder.
it. Perfect. That'll work.
I put them in the cup holders.
Perfectly
Run out
sized.
the train.
I'm so glad we got the version with cup holders.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh, cup holders.
Have
All
to.
right.
How many cup holders did Polly see while she was in there? No, I got it. How many cup holders did she see while she was in there?
Sorry.
It's the snap
There were
fucking dirty
4.
20.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Historically, is that a high or low number? I got you.
Jesus.
That's normal. That's average. I wouldn't say high. I
Okay.
wouldn't say low.
Okay.
Passenger
All right,
trains
some-
have more. freight trains have less.
Can I fit a big gulp in? No, we're getting distracted. Someone said power word.
Oh, we're just now getting distracted.
Oh yeah.
I put in my notes there's 4 cup holders.
What was the magic word again? I don't remember.
I don't know. What was the command word?
I also have it in my notes.
Shrinko Madinko.
Choo choo something.
It was a choo choo bagoo or something like that.
Yeah, I think
As soon as
so.
Thunar says that, the train starts to collapse. It
Is it like the
slowly and
factory default,
methodically
or-
collapses in on itself. You see the items that you would place kind of bouncing around as the various portions kind of shrink and realign themselves, much like a transformer does. In the movies, you see the various geometric shapes just kind of moving about.
Right, there was the cube.
The cube.
Before time
The
began,
cube.
there was the cube.
Autobots.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, or how like buildings would fold themselves in the mirror dimension in Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
that wacky shit.
and as it folds in on itself, once it gets to a certain point of the size of the map cases are ejected, and
Oh.
they are safely just kind of like as if they were thrown out of a Minecraft inventory. They just kind of bounce softly on the ground, a couple inches away from the cube as it continues to collapse. And as it gets to another certain
Hey.
point, the size of the vial that you left in there, that pops out as well. Until finally it
okay.
gets down to its original size of the 2-inch by 2-inch cube.
You know, for one, magic's cool. 2, we could really set up a trap with that thing. Put like a bomb
Yeah,
in there, and then when people come up, we say the word, and it fucking, and then, you know.
I was actually of the train of thought. Get it? Train
Ah.
of thought.
I see
What-
what you did there.
What if we
that's
Like clap.
simply
actually pretty clever.
threw the cube at someone as we shouted the activation phrase?
Well, what if
And the object then proceeded at its velocity towards them. However,
Oh, yeah.
instead of a 2 by 2-inch cube, it is a 350,000-pound projectile.
I don't
Oh yeah, like the famous, oh man, like the famous sorcerer Ant-Man throwing it at the artificer Tony Stark, right? Yeah, I remember that story.
Okay, should we try with a person now?
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
That might be a bit much.
No, we should.
If we're going to do that, I vote the gooey one.
All right, Thrumnar, hop in there.
You're the one who can change into an amorphous shape. I'm kind of stuck
What
in
if we
this one.
find somebody
She
that
puts
we
her hand on
decide
her
deserves to
chest like
die,
she's shocked, like,
and then we can test it.
what?
Huh?
What did you say?
I said, what?
Oh, you're calling
Someone
me
says,
a
what if we
wolf?
find somebody who deserves to die, and then decide to test it? Because he's dead anyway.
Now, there is obviously the.
I'll hop in the train.
The concern
big
of
again, I'll sit in
conservation
the-
of energy
the
and all
line.
that. I might have a good throwing arm, but I can't really swing 350,000 pounds in a fastball. So if I threw it, would it, as it expanded and gained weight, just slow down and fall to the ground? And in that case, we'd have to Wile E. Coyote it and simply drop it on someone's unsuspecting
is-
head and hit them with a very
Which is not a bad idea.
unfortunate package of 350,000 pounds of steel.
I mean,
There's not even a
it
murder
would take somebody
weapon.
out.
We
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
we say
We
it
just-
again in
yeah.
the train
Someone got
song.
this person got hit with a train. There's no
It's-
tracks around
This
here.
person has been
We're in the middle of the
bisected into a
forest.
million Pieces, and been crushed to dust.
Looks like they were
There's
crushed by a
nothing here.
train that fell from the sky.
Right.
Man, there's no.
So we
is there a big
pretty
warjack around here
sure
somewhere?
the magnet can't be attached to the train because it shot out these, but these weren't attached to the train. They were
well,
in the
is the
train.
train-
Also,
They weren't
those
part of the
weren't.
train.
Is the train painted in any place? How does the coal stay in?
The train is painted. It
Paint's
is
just another layer on
decorated
top of
as it.
the,
Go
the
ahead.
main structure. But the rivets and bolts that keep it in
Can I
place,
give
those
a
technically aren't
Can I
part of the
give a
same structure.
little look through to see the best way to attach this where it would be considered part of the train?
now I have a simple solution, I believe, to figure out what we can and cannot do here. I would like to enlarge the train again. Choo choo magoo onto the tracks and all that.
Nothing happens.
Damn,
What
Sal,
do you
you
mean
broke
nothing
it.
happens?
That was
You said the wrong phrase.
I thought it was choo
It's
choo
choo choo
magoo.
bagu. Choo choo bagu.
Bagoo?
I'm not
And
mistaken.
as Brunar says it and corrects you, it starts to unfold.
It's with a B?
Okay,
It's a bee.
here's the
You
second
arrogant
thing.
ass.
Anyway,
We definitely
Come on,
shouldn't say that when
Sanal.
anybody else
It's
can
of
hear us.
dwarven dialect. Their M's
take-
sound like B's.
we take these.
Hold on, you amorphous ass.
We're gonna put these in the box with the coal.
Damn.
Since clearly this
That's crazy.
box is containing this non-permanent fixture of the train on the interior while it's changing size. And then I'm gonna hand me some.
All right. Well, seeing as I am specific above board, seeing as I is dwarven, can I go and inspect the coal box to see if it's like an alternate enchantment or something?
What if we set it inside of like a smaller section of a warjack and then say the code word? Would it like
Go ahead and
break
roll
open?
Arcana as you inspect
I
it.
feel like we need
What if we made a
to-
giant swallow it and scream the
Wow.
code word
I think they
outside?
would die. I think they would die.
That's pretty good.
Like for
So-
one, 350,000.
Polly hollers out. Thrumnar, can we put the magnet in there?
So
Hold
from
on,
your
I'm checking.
experience- From your experience in this particular type of dwarven technology, Thrumnar, this is very specific magic that is cast over the entirety of the machine as it's built. And only when is it built and very specific things are specified during that formulation do they stay in the shape.
Would I know
So-
how to like add things to it on top of the spelling? On top of like the magic? Like,
You-
would I know the process of being able to like add an addition that would follow the same parameters?
You have an idea of how it would work with that role, but you don't know how exactly.
Well, if I have an idea, can I like do a small experiment? Maybe like
Now,
one of the vials, try to like put it in the cup holder, do a thing, and see if it worked. While being careful not to fuck everything else up.
what if someone who's more magically inclined was explained this process and then attempted to make a alteration to the spell?
I hate to.
Polly
I
kind
hate
of
to say
proudly
it, healer.
wipes her nose. She's
You're
like,
not going to be able to do this one.
Fuck you!
Your
Goddamn.
magic is based in healing, not dwarven alteration of metals. Okay.
It's not even
Second your
magic.
life.
I'm a scientist.
So the process itself is somewhat similar to the process that you go through for your creations that you've made.
Mhm.
But it is on a much bigger scale. Is the best way to
Okay.
describe it. So you could try, but think of it as you are trying command lines and you're only you've only done a few things. Like you've built a computer by yourself, but that's it. Like you're trying to edit command lines in the SQL server, but all you've ever done is hobby computer building.
So okay.
You built the computer, but man, that assembly's kind of rough.
There's no wire management.
So with that knowledge, I'm gonna lean out. I'm
Oh, I
assuming
meant
there's a
the
window on
language.
this train, and tell
There's-
them.
Like binary.
So, there's a few.
All right. So I'm gonna lean
Can
out the
we get
window.
the-
All right.
Can we get
So
the
upon
dwarves?
further inspection, one healer, your magic ain't gonna work here. Two,
Yeah,
Polly.
you're going from like C+ to DoD encryption.
Oh, easy.
Polly,
I'll say
I
all the
hate
way
to
back
say
down
it.
to assembly, but yeah, it works.
There's no way we're gonna be able to add anything to this train. It is how it is, and it will stay how it is, no matter what we do. Sorry.
Now, do you think that scrapyard will take the magnet back for whatever Polly spent on it?
Ollie kind of sulks and he goes, "Yeah, I'll return it."
No, I think we can sell it.
No, return it.
We're selling it too.
Wait, hold on.
I
Go
think-
sell it back to the same.
Didn't they say?
I'll return.
Hold on,
Polly's-
hold on,
Polly's
hold
gonna-
on, Polly.
Gonna enlarge
Ollie.
reduce it. Just all sad. Just I'll return it.
Hold on, hold on.
How many more
Bring it back.
slots?
Trade it with them to see if you can give their magnet back so they don't got to go get a new one. And get some of the parts you were looking for beforehand. Clearly, we don't need that, but you need the other things.
We'll see. I'm gonna shrink it down and put it back on the pallet, and have the bonded sentinel pull it along.
Alright.
Sorry, Polly. Not much I can do.
You watch, head down, sulking, loud dragging noise as she's just slowly going off in the distance. Occasionally she'll turn back, look at the train, and sigh, and keep going. I'm gonna go back to the scrapyard and be like, "Hey, Mont."
Everything all right, us?
I need to return the magnet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Did not end up working out for you. What were you trying to
It-
do with it anyway?
I was trying to
Oh,
put it on the front of a train, but it doesn't fold with the train.
Yeah, that is a tricky type of magic engineering.
I know, but a girl can dream.
Yes, they can. So can a man.
Yeah. All right. Here you go. Got my money back.
He very courteously gives you all of your money back, and very appreciatively watches you as you walk, even though you are walking slowly and sad.
I come back and I'm like, it's done. Magnet gone.
We'll figure out a way at some point. Meantime, though, I
Alright.
think we've got a place to be.
Ollie sits in the train looking out the window. Just, all right.
Oh.
Oh,
Aww.
Okay, well, she's so sad that I don't even feel good about being proven right now.
yeah, it's kind of rough. I'm gonna. Jeez. Let's see.
I was going to use the money we saved on coal to buy you a dually.
That'd have been cool.
I don't know what that is.
It's those trucks with 4 wheels in the back. It'd just be another set of legs for you.
Is that thing? It should be it'd literally just be buying Miwa a fat ass.
I like being
Miwa gets BBL.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still looking for a cold air intake though. I don't care if I gotta pull it off of something.
This is gonna curse my Google search, but I don't care.
Solus
Are
is
you
gonna.
searching robot with a BBL?
Perhaps.
Oh, my God. Well-
Delve into the Transformers art on Twitter.
Yeah, I said
That's all I'm gonna say.
Transformers.
Yeah, with that new animated movie, I've seen
Oh
so much
my
of
lord.
Megatron Robussy out here, Decepticussy.
Fucking excuse me.
You go look up. I'm sure there's something to that character from what was it? My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh
sure
yeah.
there's
Oh, there's
something.
so
Oh,
much. more
100%.
Jenny Wakeman. There
I've
is
already seen
so
it.
much
Jenny
more
Wakeman.
Jenny.
That's it.
There's so much Jenny porn. It's insane.
A little bit of
There you go.
Warframe thrown in.
Warframe. There you go. Fucking Valkyr, Ember,
Or
Sam,
or
I'll post
Saren.
a
Saren. Yeah.
picture.
All I'm saying is we're getting that
Ember,
cold
especially
air
with that
intake,
heritage.
that exhaust tuning kit,
Yeah.
whew, and a
Bro,
turbo.
Warframe ain't even apologetic. They give them
She'll
frames.
be ready.
Yeah.
I do
Rhino.
want to point out that
Rhino
I don't-
double thicked up on a Thursday.
I don't really run on an ICBM
Intercontinental ballistic missile?
or
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the missile?
No, no.
An
I meant
IBM?
I meant internal combustion engine. I don't know
Oh,
why I said
IBM?
ICBM. I'm very out of it tonight. Sorry.
I thought you were going
What
for
the fuck is the
IBM,
diesel
the
for?
computer
What's the
company.
diesel?
I was
no,
like-
no.
I was like, this bitch can fly.
Holly would know
God
how
damn!
to make
she
that
can fly.
work.
They explosive. Let's go.
Holly would know how to make
Is
the
it an internal combustion
turbo
engine
work.
that generates my power? I don't fucking know. I'm tired. Sorry.
It's like a hybrid engine. You're not 100%. No, but you do not run like any other Warjack, which is a diesel engine that backs up a arcanic power core. That is the arcane power core essentially acts like a computer brain that is actually interfaced with by the
It controls the
Warcaster.
tuning. You're like the laptop.
And then
in racer
there's the
vehicles.
engine which actually like
Yeah.
powers the machine itself. You are kind of special. You have an engine, it's running, nobody knows what it's running on.
It's that
You
goblin
think it's coal, you
engineering.
put coal in there,
It works.
it works.
Does Miwa and Polly would know this intimately? Does Miwa have an air intake?
Mila does have an air intake.
Boom, there you go.
Right?
Get it, soup it
Okay.
up with a cold air intake,
you
slap
go.
it on with the turbo. It all works.
But would it make me go faster?
Well,
Well, that's what
one
we'll find
would
out.
make you more efficient. One would make you have more torque and towing power. And then the other one would make you go faster.
I can always try it out.
Should
The
be interesting.
dualies for
Always,
more grip,
I'm down to try upgrades, but I don't think we need to break ourselves for it.
Let's go. Polly
Why
hits
not?
a sheesh.
Interesting. In other news,
Just toes the power of weight.
oh, that's good.
That's actually amazing, and I'm so down for that. I'm so
good.
down.
Cold air intake plus 2 decks.
That's good.
Okay, but never mind. I'm so hyped for this colder intake. Let's go.
Never mind.
Polly,
I go the other
Polly's
way.
like
We gotta
sad
break ourselves
frown
for 'em.
turns into a smile. Like, man, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solus is gonna move forward, kind of like lean on the
That's
train.
such
Says
a good idea, though.
it is a good idea. Yeah, Solus gonna like lean on the train and like be like, you know, it's really rooting for
Built-in
you with
boots,
the
of
magnet.
boots of speed.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna move towards Polly and like lean on the train. Says, I was really rooting for the magnet. That being said, you weren't
Polly
there for
rolls
that
down the
conversation.
window.
Oh, well, that makes it more. Yeah, it's a little awkward. Huh.
I heard you.
Okay, that's good. I didn't want to repeat myself. Hey, side note, how good are you at building demolition?
Very good.
Very good.
I mean, she has a tank that does
Excellent.
shoot explosive
I've
rounds.
dabbled.
How do you feel about workers' rights? It's a very specific question.
Am I the employer or am I the worker?
You're a third party interested in the welfare of the worker.
Then the worker.
Good.
I'm with
The guy
you,
that we got
yeah.
the coal from wants us to go and check 2 of his facilities. He doesn't seem too worried about his workers, but he seems very worried about the buildings. I was thinking we destroy the buildings and let the workers go, and then just tell them the buildings were already dead when we got there, or destroyed when we got
Wouldn't
there.
the workers then no longer have a job?
Hey, they can make their choice if they want to go back to them. That's their choice. I'm not saying we force them to not work. I'm just saying, hey, we give them the option of like, hey, there's better.
Okay, but like if they lose the facilities, then whatever openings were there probably like they need enough workers to work the facilities, and by destroying the facilities, that is destroying jobs.
He's got to
Polly
rebuild
kind
the
of
facilities
sighs
either
and
way.
she's like, "Look, I let Thalgar make all my moral decisions."
Thalgar's nodding.
That's very fair. She seems to have a good head on her shoulders.
Wait, when did we
I
start
got
doing
the
that?
brains. She got the heart.
Okay. Dagar, how do you feel about workers' rights?
I guess updating permissions.
As a Stormbreaker Royal, I do believe that people have rights.
It's a very, very diplomatic answer. I like that. How do you feel about somebody abusing workers' rights and punishing them for it? I'm saying either way, explosives and load-bearing walls don't go together. There's a lot of coal in there. I'm sure some of it's a little more flammable than others.
I do believe in workplace safety. So if we have to do a safety check on this place, I don't mind swinging by. I have to
Works
up
perfectly.
my.
Polly's got the certifications.
Oh, she has it on her chip. That's kind of cool, actually. It's really hard to
That is.
remember all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind assisting people,
Okay.
especially if we get something out of it. Like, I have no way to afford this coal. This
True.
trade on its own is kind of like, whoa.
I'm just saying, we get there and the buildings are suddenly gone, and he's making quotations with his fingers, and the coal was stolen by thieves.
She's
He doesn't care about his workers.
slow blinking at you.
Slow blinking like a
Yeah.
cat, or slow blinking like she doesn't understand? There's 2 different. I gotta know.
Hold on. Where's my GIF?
Just saying, he doesn't deserve his employees, and they deserve to make a choice.
Yeah. Yes. And she's
naive little sugar plum.
she's
He's gonna say, you know what?
she's
We'll
doing the
figure it out
same
when we get there.
gestures back to you. I have been
Gotcha.
following along this whole time. Yes.
Excellent. He's gonna like pat her shoulder and says, "We'll figure it out when we get there." He's gonna turn to leave.
Polly will figure it out when we get there. You heard the man.
Exactly. Perfect. Thrumnar, hey, how good are you with explosives?
I'm sure I could figure most of them out. Why?
How much you think you need to take down load-bearing walls? Did you pay attention to how big that building was at the coal maker's place that we were just at?
Well, depends on the material, really. Also depends on the explosives.
It looks like a lot of wood.
Okay, what explosives are we talking? Dynamite, TNT, Semtech.
Depends on what we can find there, I guess. Second question: would you consider yourself a man that likes to balance the scales of justice?
I mean, when necessary.
You think it necessary that the workers should be mistreated in my great motherland to the point that you heard him, didn't seem to care too much if we found the people? Just saying, he only wants information that the buildings are possibly still up. Be a shame.
Well, we don't have to take pictures, do we?
He didn't say anything about that.
Well, if they were sending, but we merely reported they weren't.
True.
I see no wrong here.
No wrong on our part.
As Thrunar slowly kind of like does. Oh, what is it? Hold on. Does the fucking Garfield spine?
Oh. he's gonna clap on their shoulders. I'm taking that fucking building down and turn and leave. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to get there.
All right.
Ah. Here you go.
Like the chair, sorry, cat smile.
If they so happen to not be standing when we report them,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got there and they
just unfortunately the buildings were no longer there.
Yeah, we
Seemed
couldn't
like
save
they
the
got
building, but
exploded.
they were holding munitions in there.
Yeah.
One wrong
in the
firebolt.
process of detonating the ammunition, the building kind of went with it. There was more
They
than we
needed the
thought.
land, so they were going to break them down, and we were trying to stop it. It was just too late.
Well, yeah. So, not saying we're going to, but
No, of course not.
keep an eye out for some good grade explosives. Semtex works best, or C4.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're obviously not going to do that, but
No, but I mean, I have other options.
anything's
for it,
possible.
Like I said, we're not going to tear down the buildings. I just like experimenting with explosives.
Yeah, and it's a safe building. It's sturdy.
Yeah. And clearly.
And definitely, yeah. I mean, if it's still standing at the time, of course. And it's
sure.
and they got taken over, so I assume something happened, and the building's still standing. It's a good, sturdy place, not too dangerous for other people. Ignoring the fact that there's probably coal in there, But I mean,
That's
Hold
fine.
on.
We'll figure it out.
Polly, I get the feeling that he's trying to convince himself of something, and now he's trying to rope us and Thrumnar into it. Are we robbing this person?
I don't know if Polly heard you.
Oh no.
Sorry, Sophie was hacking. I don't know, Thalgar. It sounds like this has some sort of workers' rights weird vendetta that is masquerading as being for the common man, but I feel like there's something personal going on here. However, tough to say because in my moral compass, I want things selfishly. So if there's like a turbocharger or like a dually kit or something, I might steal it. Unless, and she kind of pauses and gives you a side eye, unless that bad. And we
Well,
don't do that.
I don't know. I see. I think your life and my life are so vastly different. How can I myself judge you for wanting or stealing when I have never needed or wanted or needed anything in my life? So now you see her lean back. She's leaning back and now pondering.
Both you and her are like leaning back, philosophically touching like fingertips to each other, like, I do say. That is quite true. You have had a lot more privileges and have not found in want of any needs. However, at the same time, I would feel remiss to pull you towards the darker, more urchin lifestyle, living only off the land and what we can take with our own bare hands. Perhaps we find ourselves a simple medium.
Yes.
Perhaps maybe every now and again you let me decide our moral choices.
I think that
Oh, that is
actually
the
might
dark
be
choices. The slippery slope.
I think that actually might be a good idea. Actually, this is good. This and she's gesturing to everyone around. She's like,
I think, if
communication and
anything,
teamwork.
Thalgar. Oh, yes. I think, if anything, Thalgar, I feel by the time we're done with this, we will be benefiting and closer. You will elevate me to understand other people the way a ruler should, and I will be allowing you to get closer to what your subjects would be like. Therefore, you can understand them better. We're benefiting all around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's come up with a secret handshake. And she throws out her hand to do a dab.
She firmly shakes your hand. I've never.
Ripples of jiggles get sent through the arm. She's like, all right. I like that then. And then we add with a fist pound and wow! And she explodes the hand like wow.
Whoa! I can't explode my hand. Well, I guess I could if once.
Just open it like
but-
this. Ah.
Oh.
Yeah. I like you, Thalgar.
I like you too, Polly. I think my mother. I don't think my mother should ever meet you. I and this is for your sake and my sake.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now I want to meet her even more, but I'll
Oh.
respect your advice to stay spacefully aware of my existence overlapping hers.
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, I'll
save
tell
these
you what,
workers.
Thalgar. And she stands up and puts her hands on her hips. Today's an eventful day as I've made, and she holds up a number 2, the second friend I've ever had since coming out of that jar.
Thalgar's jaw drops. Oh,
Mhm.
Holy, this is awesome. Who's your
This
first
is
friend?
nice.
Miwa?
Yeah. Yeah. She kind of gives you a weird look. Of course it's Miwa.
Just
Oh,
And she kind of turns around and pulls out a small drawing of a dog. Of course it's Miwa.
her jaw opens and she's like, oh.
is there anybody in earshot of us?
As
That's
hold
not
on,
what you're
as
pretty
Polly
secluded.
flips
Oh,
it
sorry,
over,
sorry.
Like
it's
test
a
track.
doodle of a dog from Miwa.
Ah.
Bait and switch, bait and switch.
Ah.
Anybody not part of the group around that would be within earshot?
There's a few people within eyesight. I wouldn't say they're in earshot unless you start yelling.
I'm not gonna be yelling. Perfect. See. That was nice. I like good little bit of bonding. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm trying to bring that building down to punish him for being an asshole to his employees.
Oh. Yeah, we could do that. As long as it's not affecting my family income. Really,
No,
we
it's-
can do anything, I guess.
For the good of the motherland, probably should protect the people. So I think it's probably fair. I was trying to be a little more about it, but I think it's best to just be straightforward.
I think that yeah.
I'll do you a favor. I'm gonna keep being straightforward. I think it's probably just easiest for the both of us.
Open and honest communication. This is what it's all about, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Really exploring the depths of our relationships among our peers.
Yes, it's
Hopefully,
very,
politics
uh,
are subterranean.
it's very, and he's like, he pulls out like the list of of secret phrases he was giving. Very bomba clat pussy wagon chicken nuggets is what it is, and puts the list away. Did I get? And he's got to like lean over to me. He's like, "Is that the right one?"
That is correct. Yes.
Excellent.
Well, it's actually 52 Bumbleclad chicken wagon pussy, or
Oh,
52.
is it? Unfurls it. Oh, there's
52
a
Bumbleclad pussy wagon chicken
blood
nuggets.
clot, pussy wagon.
52 bomba clat
Chicken
pussy
nuggets.
wagon chicken nugget.
Mhm.
Sorry, I forgot the 52. Thank you. It's mixed there with the little number 1, so I kind of just scanned over, you know. He rolls it back up and sets it back away again.
As you all continue to talk, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the session there. It was a little bit of a shorter one today, but we got a little bit of a late start. But
And we
do
had a
have to call
second shopping session in a row, baby.
it. Had a second shopping session.
I messaged
I did
Veery
not
like
expect-
halfway through. I was like, time spent in town, 2.5 sessions and counting.
Surely we'll get on our train and go next session.
Did I expect an entire escapade of purchasing a magnet? No. Did I expect the purchasing of the coal? Yes. Like,
I'm
did
taking
I
down those
expect the
fucking buildings.
experimentation of trying to pull the train with the magnet? No.
Sounds about
Hey,
right.
that's all right. That's what we about. That's what we about out here.
I'm loving it though. I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is very fun.
The amount of depth that I'm having to put into items that I didn't think I'd have to is insane.
I'm enjoying leaning back and watching Cadbug work while not being the DM and having to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. That's quite nice.
It is.
It's,
It is-
it's different
quite
on the other end of
nice.
it, honestly.
It is very nice. I can't. I have to agree. It is.
Why am I
lovely.
being talked about like a a weather event?
Because you are.
Catbug, all I have to
Well,
say
fucking-
is,
do you
Torvald-
remember how you-
Torvald Normandy?
I wasn't even there for that one. I remember how you opened up Astrus's character in my campaign. Yeah, that threw me for a loop. It's nice seeing it happen to Veery. Just say.
No, but that's just a wild character. That's not making
pretty
you
good.
do crazy shit as a DM.
Well, considering you guys were going to the authorities first, and I had to be like, all right, now why would they not arrest Astrus right now?
He did, yeah. Thankfully, Cadbuck did not put me in that predicament. He did not need
Yeah.
maybe want to arrest his character on his birthday.
Yeah. There'll be a time.
You know what's
Go for it
funny?
somehow.
If they didn't let me get my refund, I 100% was gonna shoot Mort.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Oh.
without question, I'd be like, Mort, can I have it back? He's like, I'm afraid I can't do. Like mid sentence, that
Oh
would
my
come out.
God.
There's no fucking way.
Did we kill someone? What's going on?
No, we're just talking about how if
No, we called
if
the
Mont
session
for whatever
me.
reason was like, I couldn't mid sentence, I would have clicked that.
Is the TS on there type shit?
No, True Strike.
Okay.
Same thing.
I have one attack right now, so I'm just might as well True Strike.
It's true. That's right.
Damn.
But I love how you immediately thought, is that type shit?
It's so in line for Polly.
It is, but
It's
all
like
right,
it's not
good
plus
night.
official
Time to
Spotting
take
Tech
care
shit.
of sick wife.
All right. Tell her to feel better.
Oh yeah.